announcement that we just heard from the Honorable Minister's office. He's currently on travel and has not yet reached, and hence regretted his ability to join this event, but has sent his best wishes to Lead India Foundation, to Madam Governor, and to all the participants and listeners. Uh, Without much delay, the much awaited, I invite Dr. Tamilsai Soundararajan, Honorable Governor of Telangana, since September 2019, fondly known as Sushma Ji of South India. Prior to her political commitments, Dr. Tamilsai worked as an assistant professor at the Ramachandra Medical College, Chennai, for nearly 5 years. Dr. Soundararajan, having been brought up in a family that is contributing to the nation in politics, has a keen political inclination and has served as a student leader in Madras Medical College. She served the Tamil Nadu State BJP unit in various capacities, starting from South Chennai District Medical Wing Secretary in 1999, State General Secretary Medical Wing in 2001, All India Co-Convener Medical Wing for Southern States in 2005, State General Secretary in 2007, State Vice President in 2010, and then was elevated as a National Secretary, All India BJP in 2013. Dr. Soundararajan is a great orator and has helped promote oratory skills among children. She is also a very strong supporter of women's causes and has reached out to several women across India, offering them advice on their legal and political rights, thereby standing up in their support. We are delighted that Honorable Governor has agreed to participate in today's event despite a very, very busy schedule. As you can already see, she is herself inspired by President Kalam's vision for India. I request Madam Governor to kindly share her vision, her thoughts, and her words of inspiration with all of us.
A very special good evening to each and everyone, and my appreciation to the Lead India Foundation for organizing Honorable Abdul Kalamji's birthday. And it's such a coincidence that me from the same state, and we have grown seeing Kalamji. So I am very proud following his teachings, preachings. Women like us are all sitting here. So my salute to Kalamji's preachings, and my respects to all the dignitaries who are all connected to this webinar, and my respects to Madam Praveena, who is comparing and taking the program in a much lively way. So my respects to her, and my respects to Sri Parthasarathi Reddy Garu, Chairman, Hetero Drugs, and my respects to Padma Bhushan P. Gopichand Karu, National Badminton Coach. Gopichand Karu had a very clear message. As he told, Kalam's views are correlating with our national new education policy. So my respects to him, and my respects to Dr. N.V. Sudarshan Acharya Garu, founder and executive chairman, Lead India Foundation. And as he said, lead India, lead India, lead India, because he's so much involved in his organization. And even though he says there is no any role, only God's role. It is God has made him to be the chairman of the Lead India Foundation, so that good things are happening because of him. And my respects to Sri Ravinder Chintala, chairman, Shreyas Engineering College, and my all the Lead India functionaries and all the participants. And I wish you all a very good evening. And as our Honorable Prime Minister said, our Kalamji is an person with exceptional qualities. And his life gives strength to millions. That is the message. His life gives strength to millions. So the strength we acquire from his teachings and preachings, as it is always said, it is known to all, when he was asked on what basis, how he wanted to be identified, whether as a missile man, whether as a president, whether as a scientist, as a space scientist, or a writer, author, he told, I want to be identified as a teacher. So his life gives strength to millions, and his life is a message. And even his life teaches all even today. And Kalam says the purpose of education is to make good human beings with skill and expertise. Enlightened human beings can be created by teachers. That's the message. And I want to say that when our Honorable Prime Minister came to Tamil Nadu to inaugurate his grand memorial, and when he came to Tamil Nadu to pay his last rites to our Honorable Kalamji, personally, I could see the youth turnover for that final rites program, function, event. We didn't expect at all. Lakhs and lakhs of youth came to the program. And I could say when traveling from Rameshwaram to Chennai, I could say even the smaller villages, remote villages, had Kalam's photo garlanded and children sitting along the his portrait and singing songs. It is really, I could visualize the impact on Kalam on youngsters. We didn't think so much. Lakhs and lakhs of youngsters came, and even in remote villages, they had Kalam's picture garlanded. He is neither a politician nor a film star. First time I could say in Tamil Nadu, without the political background and the any celebrity background, a person, celebrity background is a film star or a sports star like that. So a president was lauded like that by even the remote village people, I could see personally. Even though we know all about Kalam, here all of them were presenting their views in different way, whether his work on his space projects, his work on the morality of the teaching, the morality to the students, and his work as a president, but as a doctor, I want to highlight here his contribution to the medical field. Kalam was associated with two great organizations. One is DRDO and other is ISRO. DRDO, its contribution during COVID time, it's highly laudable. We can say the seed which Kalam sowed. Now DRDO has come out with good testing pattern, viral lab, mobile viral lab, and then sanitizing towers. So these are the initiations by Kalam. And as a doctor, I want to say, because I always laud when in 1995 India was declared as polio free, he worked, it was declared as polio free, but he was concerned about the children who were affected by polio. So he created the calipers, the less weight calipers, which were weighing 1/10 the previous caliper, light calipers. That shows the human in his expertise, scientific mindset. And he developed calipers, and because of that, the polio affected children were able to move. And I really salute him for that invention. And apart from that, previously, the stent, the Kalam Raju stent, which was reduced 80 to 85% reduction in cost, because previously it was only imported, only the people with affluent background could get the replacement during their heart attacks. But after Kalam invented that, Kalam and Dr. Raju invented the Kalam Raju stent, even the poorest and poor were able to get the stent, and they could get the bypass surgeries, and they were able to, their lives were saved. Even the poor and poorest of lives were saved. So these are things, apart from the scientific mindset and the expertise in science, and apart from the expertise in space research, the humanitarian mindset made him to think about the stent, made him to think about the calipers. So I correlate with our Honorable Prime Minister's efforts, because when Kalam created these tents, it reached the poor people. And these tents, our Honorable Prime Minister, he came out with program schemes so that he drastically reduced the stent cost. And before it was 1 to 1.5 lakhs. And after our Honorable Prime Minister introduced the save the heart patients with less cost stents, the stents were costing only 25,000 to 30,000. So I used to say, previously we used to save only the rich people. Then after the introduction of the less cost stents by our Honorable Prime Minister, following the footsteps of Kalam, even the auto drivers, the common man, the poorest and poor, they were able to get the stent because 25 to 30,000 was bearable by them. But 1.5 to 2.5 lakh stents, only rich people were able to get. And apart from that, as I said, our Kalam produced the low cost as well as low weight calipers. Our Honorable Prime Minister introduced the low cost knee replacement surgery following the footsteps of Kalam. So when he introduced that low cost knee replacement surgery, it was thought previously knee replacement is only for rich people, only for political stalwarts. But after the introduction of low cost knee replacement surgery by our Honorable Prime Minister, the cost up to 69% less as the government started the knee replacement implants. That is 59% to 69% less. Previously, the cost of the knee replacement was 2 lakhs. Then after our Honorable Prime Minister introduced the low cost knee replacement surgery, it was only 50,000. Even after the introduction of this low cost knee replacement, even the housewives, because they were all not thought of because of the high cost of the knee replacement, mostly the knee replacement is needed for women, housewives. Because of the high cost, they were not able to get it done. But after the introduction of this low cost scheme, I could see as a doctor, the women, particularly the poor women, the housewives were taken care and they had the knee replacement, as most the ladies are suffering from the arthritis and knee pain. So why I want to highlight these points, because in this COVID situation, because DRDO's participation, and as our Kalam said, you can dream, and dream put into thoughts, and thoughts put into action can be very successful motivation to others. So in this pandemic situation, particularly the COVID situation, the initiation of Kalam in the medical field and following it by our Honorable Prime Minister is definitely helping us. Not only Kalam created that calipers, stents, and he developed the computer chips. He initiated that, he supported that, so that helped in the rural health schemes by the government, which is even helpful in this COVID situation. So, as Kalam said, when Kalam wanted him to be called as a teacher, but as a doctor who worked in a peripheral hospital, who has seen the suffering of the poor patients, his contribution in the stent, his contribution in calipers, and his contribution to DRDO really highly laudable. So we can, as it is said, Kalam's each and every teaching is a message to the country, to the youngsters. And the strength the Kalam's teachings and preachings gives to the youngsters is immense. Even today, it will be eternal. And I always say, because we are all here like this, the dream of Bharati, who says the women should be developed and women should attain higher positions. My father gave me two books, one about Kalam and one about Vivekananda. I think those books led me to this position. So I always, even today, I have all the books of Kalam. I read Kalam every day. I get refined, and I really congratulate Lead India organization for organizing this program. And I understand Kalam told Lead India Foundation is another movement for youngsters to lead the youngsters of this country. And I appreciate the Lead India movement to know that Lead India movement is implementing a foundational literacy numeracy pilot project in our state of Telangana in Khammam district, sponsored by Hetero Group of companies as part of their corporate social responsibility. And it is very interesting to note that the honesty stores opened and being managed without any manager or staff of the store, where students can pay money by themselves and take the commodities or articles without cheating. This is the proof of our truthfulness. That also I appreciate your efforts on that, and I am very happy to know that Lead India trained school students are teaching human values. Classes in social welfare residential schools, that is very important. Even though we can scientifically we can develop, and the human values we have to respect. That COVID have taught us that human values should be more respected. And I appreciate Lead India movement for organizing such a grand program in spite of COVID. You didn't forget our Honorable Abdul Kalam, and by webinar, we all got connected, and having the message of Abdul Kalam in our heart, we'll move forward. And I wish the people of Telangana and people of India all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Governor. Every word you spoke is an inspiration in itself. I am sure everyone who is listening and everyone who will listen to this webinar later on will have some message or the other to be drawn from what you said. Every word is golden. The Prime Minister, the Honorable Prime Minister himself in his tribute to Dr. Kalam today said India cannot forget the indelible contribution towards nation development made by Dr. Kalam. His life is an inspiration to millions. Personally, I take 3 words of inspiration from you: dreams, thoughts, and actions. I think that is what makes you what you are today, that builds your character. And then, of course, human values, which rate above everything else. Madam, once again, I want to thank you. Thank you immensely for taking time, despite your busy schedule, to be with Lead India Foundation. And I can commit to you on behalf of Lead India Foundation that this time that you gave us will be valued. Every word that you spoke will be taken as a lesson, and we will make sure that your message is taken forward, and the inspiration that you shared will be passed on to the millions and millions of students in future. I now request Mr. Srinivas Busireddy